Drake Maye, got to spend some time with him during the Super Bowl. He's like country strong. He's young, but he's big. Like got a real strong handshake. Loves the game. Loves football. Coach Brown, my old coach at UT, loves Drake. Speaks so highly of him. I think he's a guy that you watch him 2 years ago and he kind of jumps out at you. You watch him last year, it's kind of up and down. I just think he has a big ceiling. Like he's really raw. He's got a lot of room to like improve if he got into the right system.
Yeah, there's no question about it. He had some good receivers the year he won ACC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Allen's went to the Colts and had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
I think he's taken a step back personnel-wise with them, and they didn't handle pressure very good at North Carolina.
No.
They didn't protect him very well. But this guy's a tough kid. When Josh Allen was at Wyoming, he completed about 56% of his passes. They had about similar rushing. I'm not comparing him to Josh Allen, but he's that type of big physical guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the gaudy numbers these other guys have from a completion percentage standpoint, but he does make NFL-type plays, NFL-type throws, runs, protecting the football, getting first downs on 3rd down and 5 with his legs. So he's doing some things, and he's playing in an NFL-type offense. They just weren't very good at protection, but he's definitely a guy that you have to talk about in the top 3.
Yeah, no doubt. When I say raw, like he's a big kid and he can move. He makes a linebacker miss, gets the first down, gets down. Like this kind of stuff right here. I know it's not flashy or sexy, but like he does this over and over. It's 3 to 4 to 5, rushes for a first down every game, right?
Well, that's why you like all 3 of these guys, because as a coordinator, if you call play and the left guard or left tackle gets beat, they run a stunt, you don't pick it up very good, they call coverage, it takes away the play. They have the ability to do that and bail you out of a jam. And that's the key to these young quarterbacks. If they're going to play their rookie year, they're going to have to do that a lot, because they're not going to be able to. They're not going to call a perfect play. It's, you should hit the dig, he's wide open. Guys aren't going to be wide open like they were in college. They're going to have to do that, and that's why if you're going to take a guy in the first round to be your starter, you better err on the side of being a pretty good athlete.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to get themselves out of trouble with their legs. And
all 3 of these guys. He takes off like that. He reminds me a little bit of Josh Allen.
Josh would have run that guy over.
Well, then but the way he moves, he's big, he's strong, he's fast.
Yeah, he's 21 years
old.
old.
He's more athletic than what you think.
He's 21. Yeah, and he's going to get better and better. His stats did not get better this year from last year, which you'd like to see him get better and better. But like I said, I think the talent wasn't quite as good around him. But I do think that from a fundamental standpoint, seeing the defense standpoint, he has gotten better. And I think he does this more than any other quarterback at the line. He's at the line of scrimmage handling protections more than I don't like it when Jaden and Caleb, they look back at the coach, and the coach is giving them a signal. Hey, throw the bubble screen. This guy's handling stuff at the line of scrimmage. My brother always used to say RCE, recognize the defense, communicate what you want with the receivers, and then execute.
Yeah.
And I think he does that as good as anybody in this draft.
Yeah.
Pre-snap, and that's what you got to do.
Obviously, getting cover 0 right here, right? Somebody's going to be free. He recognizes that, communicates that up front.
Yeah, he drifted away from where the pressure was going to come and threw a nice little dart in the back of the end zone with great touch. Didn't really panic, just calmly pushed it out there. That's good. He definitely has some good deep ball touch. He's got some short area accuracy. So yeah, he's got all the tools. And I think when you're evaluating a quarterback, number one, you got to see, can you envision him in the offense that I want to run? You know what I mean? Can he handle audibles? Can he handle the run game? Can he handle the blitz pickups that he has to do? Can he readjust the mic? Is he getting wired that way? Or do I have to baby him and call everything for him and hope to God that nothing bad happens?
Yeah.
And I think Drake Maye, talking to Clyde Christensen and some of the people that have coached him, they feel like he's going to put the time in and the work in to be able to do all that.
This is a pretty sweet play here on the road at NC State. This is kind of later in the year. Again, goes up to the line of scrimmage. He's communicating things, right? RCE. This was sweet. Roll out to the left. Looks pretty muddy to me. Nothing really clearly there, and then throws this guy open.
Yeah, what down was that? He probably should have taken a flat there, but this is what these guys do nowadays. They just say, hell with it. I'm going to make a better play. Instead of taking the easy flat route for gain of 5 and going to the next play, I'm going to flip my hips around and throw a sidearm ball off my left foot to a guy drifting. Wow, I can't believe that wasn't picked. But yeah, that was a hell of a throw. But you like to see, this is kind of cool to see, because you want to see him throw at different arm angles.
That's right.
Throw it to his left. getting the ball low instead of, the prototype typical 3-step drop throwing hitch route. But yeah, that's a pretty impressive throw.
I mean, there's one of us sitting right here that can make that throw.
Yeah, I can't even.
But seriously, maybe take the flat, but like when you're looking at evaluating these guys, like this got to come into play, right? Off platform, rolling to your left. Like we've seen all these top guys do it, but that's a ridiculous throw for a touchdown.
The thing you have to do is all these guys obviously have some athleticism. Caleb, Jaden, Drake, they have athleticism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go into the accuracy and the ball placement. Drake right now is probably last of the three as far as accuracy and ball placement. And then you got to go into all the character part of it and who's going to be the face of the franchise. Can you envision this guy being the face of your franchise? And I think everything that I've heard of as far as him on and off the field, this guy is going to put the time in. Not to say the other guys aren't.
Yeah, right.
This is a slam dunk for a guy that's going to be first in the room and last to leave. He's want to be great. And that makes a big deal. Now, whether that works out, I've seen a lot of other guys who have failed that have put the time in.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
But he's going to do that. If he has a skill set to back it up, then you got yourself a player.